The Stoic philosophers of ancient Greece and Rome hold a treasure trove of information for the INFJ personality type. Here are 7 inspiring Stoic quotes that will change your INFJ life. Number 1, if one does not know to which port one is sailing, no wind is favorable. INFJs are natural learners, natural achievers, and most have learned a lot of skills over their lifetime. However, as an INFJ, you may have many things that interest you. Matter of fact, you might need to narrow them down, or you might suffer from the paradox of choice. This is where you have so many interests and options that you freeze, pursuing none of them. If you're trying to choose which goal to pursue next, because lots of interests are a good thing, then choose the goal that excites you the most, the one that really lights you up and motivates you. For example, I study a lot of topics and could have made a YouTube channel about a few different things, but learning about and helping other INFJs is what I'm most passionate about. That's what really lights me up. Going after goals that really excite you will produce energy and hope. Seneca would agree, a goal like that is a destination worthy enough to inspire an INFJ. Number 2, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. As we've discussed, INFJs typically have no problem coming up with things they'd like to learn about, visions of what we'd like to accomplish, and how we'd like our futures to play out. Us INFJs are innovators as well. We can really come up with some cutting-edge ideas and some pretty ambitious goals. But with that comes the INFJ's tendency to think of the big picture, the final result, without breaking the goal down into more manageable chunks. It's like we can see the entire completed puzzle, but have trouble with the placement of each little piece. This can cause our INFJ goals and dreams to stagnate or come crashing down because of overwhelm. I mean, where do we even start? So, as an INFJ, when you come up with a fantastic goal that you'd like to achieve, break it down into small, actionable steps. You want to build momentum, and each time you achieve one of these smaller goals on the path to your bigger goal, you build confidence and momentum. This really applies to us INFJs. Epictetus was right. Decide what you want to be or do, then decide what small steps will start to lead you there. Then take action. Number 3, life without design is erratic. Principles become necessary. One great piece of advice is to have a routine, daily habits that support the INFJ life you want to live. Still, what isn't often discussed is the INFJ's balance of structure. INFJs like routine and they like structure to a point. At a certain point, though, strict routine becomes a burden to us and it can lead to burnout. As INFJs, we have 2 modes, go and burnout. Trust me, you don't want to hit burnout. As an INFJ, you probably know that. And for that reason, typical self-help advice doesn't always apply to us INFJs. As an INFJ, you want to take action on your goals daily, but you also want to find what amount of structure feels best to you. For me, I like to have a major goal for the day and then some smaller ones as well. But I do like to give myself some leeway in my scheduling. So as an INFJ, my suggestion is structure, routine, and action, but structure, routine, and action with some leeway. If this video is helping you, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the INFJ Circle. Number 4, a blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything that is thrown into it. Bad things happen in life. And for the INFJ, life can be particularly tough. But what Roman emperor, philosopher, and fellow INFJ Marcus Aurelius would have you remember is that whatever is happening in your life can actually make you better, make you stronger. Marcus lived through one of the worst plagues in European history. He had treacherous people vying for his ear, playing politics, and on top of all that, he was an INFJ. But, like a fire, Marcus used life's difficulties as fuel and grew brighter in strength and experience from each one. Marcus would have you remember that your life, it isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. As he says, a fire grows from whatever is thrown into it, even from adversity, especially from adversity, and you can do the same as an INFJ. It's one of your superpowers. INFJs are known for their resilience and their ability to bounce back. Always remember that you have this ability and be ready to learn and grow from whatever happens in your life. Number 5, the sun, too, shines into cesspools and is not polluted. Stoic philosopher Diogenes really hit close to home for us INFJs with this quote. The truth is that often the INFJ will see injustice, unfairness, and cruelty in the world. In fact, we will associate with unjust and toxic people like this on a daily basis, and we can't get out of it. However, our sun, our integrity, our light, our moral purity does not have to be polluted by these cesspools of life. Remember, your acts of kindness, compassion, and virtue bring light to even the most morally challenging situations. I firmly believe that INFJs are sources of light in a world that is all too often dark. And please, please don't let the world corrupt you or turn you. Keep your sun, your INFJ light, pure and unpolluted, and let your virtues continue to uplift those around you. Number 6, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Now, we know that Marcus Aurelius knew about thoughts. After all, he was an INFJ, and we're notorious for vicious overthinking. But this quote is not just about positive thinking stuff. Marcus knew that in the face of adversity, he had the power to choose his thoughts. He had the ability to choose how he reacted to life circumstances, and so do we as INFJs. Most things in life are neutral. It's how we interpret them that causes suffering. For example, it isn't sitting in traffic that causes us suffering. It's our belief that we should be moving, or that being late will be a terrible thing that causes us to stress. If we choose better thoughts when we encounter life's trying circumstances, we'll be much happier people. I'll discuss this more in a future video. For now, embrace this power over your mind and you'll have a much more empowering and fulfilling INFJ life. Number 7, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. The truth is, us INFJs love to learn and improve, and we love to teach others what we've learned. If we're truly interested in something, we don't care to go through the growing pains of learning, the phase where there are lots of mistakes and we may not look like an expert. Others may try to tear us down at this point, pointing out all of our little mistakes. That's because most other types don't share our love for learning. They want to stay right where they are. When we tell people about our hobbies and our goals and our dreams, they often react negatively, and they can even be angry with us. They may even belittle us for trying to improve ourselves or our life situation. They'll often try to bring us back down to where they are. They may say that our dreams are far-fetched and that we'll never be able to accomplish them. Well, I'm here to tell you that's not true. As an INFJ, you have an amazing ability to learn, to grow, and to achieve goals. Whether it's learning a new language or taking on a study of ancient history, INFJs are made for forward momentum. Just be aware that your goals and your interests may be intimidating to others, even family and friends. Your INFJ visions are often bigger and more elaborate than those of the people around you. But don't let that stop you. Never let negative people hold you back from your interest in self-improvement, research, and growth. Remember, too, that if you need to cut people out of your life or limit contact with them, so be it. But never let anyone hold you back from your dreams. It's true that us INFJs can be a bit intimidating to other types. If you want to know why I believe that INFJs are the most intimidating MBTI personality type on the planet, watch this video next.